Hey everybody, if you're new here, my name is Laura and tonight I'm unboxing quite a few Portland Leather Goods products that came in while I was gone on a recent trip. So I just got home today and all of these packages were waiting for me. I know what's in all of them, none of these are mystery boxes, but I'm very excited to see particularly one bag that's in this first order that I'm unboxing. I think I'm going to split these into two separate videos because the ones that I have in front of me right now all came in one order, and then the other ones I got in a separate order that came a couple days later. So I'll just show you guys these ones first, and then we'll look at the other ones in the next video. We'll start with the one that I'm excited about, but not the most excited about. This is a Red Panda large bucket bag. I don't have any bucket bags, and I don't have any of the Portland Leather Goods suedes yet, so I really wanted to try out one of the suede bags, and this Red Panda I thought would be a really good color for fall. I thought the bucket is one that I'm most likely to carry kind of going into the fall winter season. So I went with Red Panda, and I'm really interested to see what it looks like in person. You guys can't really see the box that I'm getting into here. Let me put it up where you can see a little bit better. It comes, of course, with the card that every Portland Leather Goods bag is going to come with. I usually just set those to the side. And it's nicely wrapped up in tissue paper here. Here it is. It's nice and soft. I love this Red Panda color. It's really pretty. I think this will be a really nice year-round color, but particularly I'm gonna love this in the fall. I was really interested in the lime one, but I had to be honest with myself and realize that even though I love the lime color, I'm not likely to carry a bag that's that bright most of the time. And the bucket style, I feel like this is more of a sort of vintage, like hobo kind of style, and so I thought that the Red Panda matched that vibe a little bit better. So it's got just a drawstring around it. That's the only mechanism for closure. So the little thing that cinches it here is pretty secure. Like, it's not just going to slide open and close, but it's not so tight that it's difficult to open. And then if I get it opened up all the way, just trying to show you how big this opening on it actually is. So it's got a nice wide opening once you get it loosened up. And then on the inside, it's got one big pocket at the back. But otherwise, it's just a simple open bag. This one, I believe, was almost perfect. Let me check. Yeah, as per usual, I ordered the almost perfect. But I'm not really seeing any flaws on this bag. You let me know if you notice anything. Well, there's a little bit of like a scuff on the front here, but no big deal. The bottom is has one seam that's sewn together. The straps are completely attached. It looks like you can't take the strap off. So this is what she looks like, and she's pretty big. I've got my triangle here, so it's actually wider than the triangle and about the same height. So I would say that it's even going to be bigger and hold more than the triangle bag will. We'll fill this up later, but for now, there's a look at it. Let me cinch it again. Sorry, I'm kind of all over the place. I've been in the car all day long and I wanted to get this filmed tonight, but still feeling a little bit out of it. Okay, so here's what it looks like on as a crossbody. This is just on the length that it came to me on. And it looks like it could go, it's right in the middle right now. So it could get 5 holes shorter or, well, maybe about 3 more holes longer. So that's a nice versatile strap, and I probably will end up putting it on the shortest setting and then just carrying it over one shoulder. That's usually how I do a longer strap like this. I don't always like to have the crossbody going all the way across. So this is what that one's looking like. I really like it. Now I'm gonna set this aside and we'll get to the star of the show in the next box. Okay, this one I had to fight for. This is the large Devan in my most favorite leather sugar snap. And it was a very limited release. It came out last week and I knew that people were gonna be fighting for it. So I got on right when it was released and I snagged one. I'm really excited to see it in person. I hope I love it. I've never gotten a Devan before. This one's the large size. So it's gonna be fun to try out the style and to see this color. As always, we have the card. It's so soft. Oh, it's beautiful. This is honestly one of the better ones that I've seen. I saw a couple of people receive ones that had panels that were kind of mismatched and they weren't super happy with them. But this one has nice big pebbles all over it. The colors of the panels match up nicely. I just love this. It's so lightweight. I think that this one is lighter than the Red Panda. This leather is definitely lighter than like my orchid triangle. This one's kind of heavy, honestly. Oh, it's so pretty. This green sugar snap is a little bit smelly. So I do think that that smell will come out as it just sits and is exposed to the air longer. But I am noticing a little bit of a chemical smell coming off of it. So if you are hoping to get one, if you buy one through buy sell trade, if anybody's getting rid of theirs, just know that it might have a little bit of that chemical smell to it. But a lot of people say that that goes away after a little while. It's just the most beautiful, bright, yellowy green color. It feels like a fresh, like, sprout of greenery in the springtime. I just love this color. Here's what it looks like on. I wore my neon yellow-green shirt today to go with it. So you get a little bit of an idea of the size. I really like, it's just a simple, like, bucket tote style. And the size is good. I wasn't sure exactly what the large would feel like in person, but this is a good size. I don't think it'll be big enough to fit my laptop in sideways. It might sit down there, just it won't go all the way to the bottom, but it's definitely big enough to take my iPad and other work stuff on a day when I don't need my laptop. The large Devan does have a magnetic snap closure. So you can close it a little bit at the top, and then it's also got a key strap, and then it's got a big pocket at the back. And if you haven't ever felt sugar snap, you've got to get something in it just so that you can feel how soft and buttery this leather is. I think that the Devan is really pretty with the long, thin straps and the way that it's kind of gathered here. I think it looks like a flower. So pretty. Okay, well, I'm really pleased with this one. I knew that I was gonna love it, but I'm just so excited to finally be able to see it in person and put my hands on it. I had a Sugar Snap mini crossbody that I had gotten secondhand from somebody, and it was pretty, but it didn't really have big pebbles. It was almost completely smooth. And this is the Sugar Snap that I've been waiting for, so I'm so happy to have this in my collection. The other two things that I got in this order are just two littles, and honestly I put one of them in my cart ahead of the release of the Devan just so that I could make sure that I was logged in and get all of my points applied and discounts and everything. And that was this Mockingbird pouch in Beetle. I don't have anything in Beetle yet, and I've been curious. I'm not super drawn to the metallic leathers, but people just rave about them, so I thought, well, let me get a little in Beetle and I can see how I like it in person. And I am enjoying the Mockingbird pouches now that I got my first Naples one. So here that is. Look at how sweet that is. Yeah, and in person I can understand why people like these so much. It's really pretty. The pebbling is so even on it. I don't know, yeah, you can see that pretty well. The camera's picking it up. And it just shines. That's gorgeous. Well, I might have to get a larger bag in Beetle at some point if it's available. Or Supernova, that one's pretty too. I've asked people what they do with these Mockingbird pouches, and some folks say they put a hair tie in them, or what else, a lip balm maybe, other tiny things, but some people say they just use them as decoration. They just leave them empty and hang them on their bag to look cute, which I think is completely valid. So I'm starting to build up my own little collection. I'll have to look and see where I put my Naples one. So Beetle was the placeholder one, and I decided to just go ahead and keep it in the cart and get it because I wanted to try it. But then I also wanted to get on release day another Mockingbird, and they released a few of the suedes at the same time. I decided to go with the Pink Suede because I had been interested in maybe getting a bag in Pink Suede, but I thought I could try it in a little first and see how I liked it. Could I make any more rustling sounds? Okay, here it is. Mockingbird and Pink Suede. And I am glad that I tried it in person because I will say that it's coming across differently in person than it does on camera. On camera, I think it looks a little bit like a brighter bubblegum pink, but in person, it's a little more peachy, maybe, and just a little more muted looking. And it's not quite as soft as I thought it was going to be. So I would say Red Panda and Pink Suede are similar in texture, but neither of them are like buttery soft. They both have a little bit of, I'm gonna say scratchiness. It's not an unpleasant or like off-putting scratchiness, but they're just not quite as buttery smooth as some suedes that I've felt from other companies, other brands. And it's a little fuzzy. Like you can see back here where the Portland Leather Goods stamp is, that there are just some fibers that are kind of coming loose. So that's all fine. I don't have a problem with that, but I just want to try to convey to you what the texture of this is like in person. So there's the Pink Suede. Here is Beetle. That's so pretty. I'm gonna quickly load this up and I'll put one of my Mockingbirds on it and we can just see what it's like once it's got stuff in it. If you've been watching my channel, you've seen all of this stuff before, but I'll let you watch while I switch it over. I took my orchid triangle with me on my trip to visit my parents this weekend. So we'll move my Seafoam Large Eclipse over. And then I've been using my little Baja mini dop for candies. I've got Mike and Ike's in here right now. So we'll toss that in here. And my little lavender taco keychain I use for my car fob. We've got the Baja Gordita that I've been using for stuff that I want easy access to. There's like lip gloss and tweezers and stuff in here. I've been using my Sugar Snap Small Roswell for my camera accessories. I'm back in the Naples Love Bug. This is just the original Love Bug, not the Love Bug Plus. And let's see what else. I've got my keys on the Sugar long keychain right now because I wanted a brighter color for Pride Month. And these I can actually put on the little key strap. Okay. And let's see, we've got some Skittles Littles for low treatment. Toss those in. And that's everything that's in here that needs to come over to the other bag. And then I think what I also want to do is put my Mockingbird on an O-ring. And I want that to be at the front of the bag as I'm carrying it, so we'll put it on this side of the strap. And we'll try the pink one. I feel like the pink will look cuter with this color than the Beetle. Let me get you guys aimed back up and we can see what it looks like on. All right, so here it is all loaded up. This bag is super slouchy. It's gonna be really malleable to fit basically whatever shape of object you want to put in here. But it also holds its own shape fairly well, I think, because of the like pleating around the handles. I think the pink Mockingbird looks really cute on it. It's super comfortable with those thin straps over the shoulder. Really enjoying that. And I think it hangs at a pretty good length on me. So I'm a big fan of this bag. I think this one is a win for me for sure. Okay, let's not forget everything that we've seen so far in this video. So first we had the Red Panda bucket bag, large bucket. And this video is going to get too long if I try to do all of this tonight. So I will come back and do another video where I stuff this bag, and I'll do a what's in my bag with the large bucket so that you can see how much fits. But for now, I'll just let you look at it, and then we can put the Beetle Mockingbird on here for now. I think these colors will look pretty cute together. It'll be like a red and green muted Christmas situation. That's pretty. So yeah, we've got the Red Panda large bucket, and I do really like the Red Panda leather. The Beetle Mockingbird. The Pink Suede Mockingbird, and the Sugar Snap large Devan. If you are like me and you love Sugar Snap and you were hoping to get one of these and didn't, I'm genuinely so sorry that you missed out on it. I hope that you're able to find one through buy, sell, trade that somebody else decides that they can let go of. I think I'm going to be keeping mine. If I ever do decide to let it go, you'll see me post about it, I'm sure, but I think this one's going to stay in my permanent collection. But I hope that those of you who want to try Sugar Snap do give it a try. I know it also came out in the Flora, and then I think that next month they're planning to release it in an East-West Lola. So keep an eye out on the Portland Leather Goods Insiders page. That's where they announce all of their upcoming launches. But I hope that we get a few more good launches of Sugar Snap before she's done and retired forever. This is just really one of the best leathers that they've done. Thank you so much for watching tonight. I hope that you all are doing well, and I will be back very soon with another unboxing because I have another big box of stuff sitting next to me on the ground. So I will see you in the next one. Bye.